Dun, 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 dun. Welcome back, my friends, to BjjBrick Quick. Da, 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 da. My name is Byron. This is your quick jiu-jitsu podcast. Coming at you as fast as a double leg, where I sneeze at the same time. Man, if I sneeze and you shoot a double leg, you're gonna land it. Probably not that quick. This show's not that quick. That's quick. This week, we're talking about teaching tips. Teaching tip of the day is ask questions. Sometimes it's done in a direct form. You know, like, everybody good with this? You know, you show a technique and everybody's good. And everybody just kind of looks at you like, cool. Maybe you have a couple of students who these teachers typically really enjoy having in class who will ask questions as a regular thing. And you kind of have to cultivate that by answering the questions in a manner that encourages more questions. You show a technique. You work with somebody on something. Ask questions. Have them explain it a little bit. If you could explain why, when you're doing an armbar from guard, the leg behind the head needs to be like pulling down or like controlling the head, why is that important? Tell me why. And not in a way that you're like quizzing them. You know why this leg's so important? If they can explain that leg is important because it controls the posture, it helps prevent the escapes, it helps set up the distance from the shoulder and where the elbow is in relation to your legs. If they can explain that, think their leg around the back of the person's head and the armbar is going to be tight? It should be. They should at least know why it's important. If your students can't answer something about what they're doing, they'll probably forget it. I've forgotten so much jiu-jitsu. It's kind of a joke at my gym. It's like, coach will say, hey, Byron showed me this a couple years ago. I'm like, I don't even know that technique. I don't know if he's messing with me or not, but I've forgotten a lot of jiu-jitsu. I think it's just part of my learning process is I kind of get a hold of something and I really want to learn that thing. And in the process, things that I'm not interested in come and go, and a little bit of exposure is fine. But being dogged in learning a handful of techniques with a great amount of knowledge, I'm going to forget a lot of things that aren't in those categories. But asking questions, okay, back on topic, Byron. Hang in there. We're only in it for 3 minutes so far. Ask questions. Encourage the students to ask you questions. Does anybody know why we're grabbing the gi with this grip instead of that grip? Sometimes it's good to ask the group a question. Sometimes it's good to, if you're walking around and people are doing techniques, to ask individuals the questions. Have them explain it. And sometimes it's good if you're paired up with somebody to ask them a question. Hey, you know why this is important? No, I have no clue. Okay, then I'll explain it to you. Do you, I think it's important because of this. Or it's just the way we do it. It's just the way we do it. It's not a good answer. I mean, they can still get the results, but as a martial artist, will it help them long-term to grow and understand how grips work or, control of the body works? So find ways to ask questions. I think you learn about the students quite a bit in the same process. Goes back to the first tip of the week here that we had is care about the person. If I don't care about you, I'm not going to ask any questions. Hope you've enjoyed the show today. Keeping this one quick. We're under 5 minutes right now. Man, we're doing great. Send you off on your way. If you want more BjjBrick, check out your first year in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu audiobook. It's going to help you if you are in your first year of training with everything you're going to kind of encounter from I even break it down to your first month in jiu-jitsu, what to really expect and what your goals should be in that first month. Jiu-jitsu is hard. Starting jiu-jitsu is tough. First year is a difficult year. We'll get you through that year. Doing good on the mats, doing good in jiu-jitsu, smiling, coming back for more. About 2.5 hours long. It's $11.99. It can be found at BjjBrick.com in the shop. That's enough of that. I feel like my commercial was a bit longer than usual. Apologize. Guys, I hope you have a great day and stay sweaty, my friend.